process. It's always going to be a slow process. I didn't want it to be a quick ending. Yeah, trees are the number one enemy of the game. Veldex, were you playing in the Biter games, Biter Battle earlier? Right, that would definitely help grenades. I'm tempted to put another train on it. Hmm. Megastone low, Megastone, Megastone. So I got three. Can it support a fourth? Probably can, I think. Let's get another train in first. Yeah, man, I was watching there at the beginning, and then I actually went to a concert, and I couldn't dedicate myself enough time to actually play. Otherwise, I would have. Although my sub for Will ran out. Um, oh, that's the base one. That's not what I want. But yeah, otherwise I would have probably joined it myself and see if I could give a helping hand. But it looked pretty damn cool. And then I watched Will's video afterwards, and I saw that the server couldn't hold it. It was that stalemate again, unfortunately. I wonder if it was because you weren't hosting that it lagged so much. Because I hadn't seen the Biter Battles actually give that much lag before. It was definitely a lot more than normal. Yeah. Yeah. I I I don't want to blanket it saying it's just lag. It's the same as we chat hunts will. Oh, I've got a big attack. 20. Ooh, 20 turrets or 20 lasers attacking one behemoth biter. um, yeah, will chat hunts will. It's the same issue that was happening there, and it's the. I just don't want to forget this. Ghost entities. Um, the servers cannot handle too many biters at the same time. As soon as it gets too many biters, the servers lag instantly. So I think they need to fix that. I know the ending, what they did was they removed the cliffs. They were going to remove trees, um, and then they were going to kill the biters. They didn't. I don't. I don't. I don't know why they didn't do the whole killing the biters just to see what would happen. But they killed the cliffs and instantly on the north side of Will's side, there was a definite cliff zone area where the biters were stuck behind. Did I get it? I got it. Haha. See ya. Waiting there all that time rather than just manually telling it how to where to go. But yeah, the biters are the problem. I believe it's the behavior. I honestly, I don't. I think if it wasn't for the biters spawning on top of each other and lagging out, if you could have more biters than currently seems to be limited to, it would be fine. Moti, normally your oil is within range of your spawn by normally about 400 to 500 tiles. So this was my spawn area pretty much right here. My closest oil from my spawn was there. That's probably... wait, maybe I can do it this way. Give or take... yeah, about 200 tiles. Look around 200 tiles around your spawn. 200 to 250 tiles, and you should find oil, unless you change your default setting. Just gonna do a new world. Well, if you only got to like red and green science, you haven't got further than that, yeah, just do a new world. It's gonna be easier, it's gonna be quicker. There might be something wrong with it, where you don't have oil near your starter base. There's a serious lack of purple pot. Where be my purple pots? Almost the stone. Actually run out of stone, or did I break a belt? Oh no, there it is. I ran out of stone. Okay, let's go. I was empowered by the battles a few times. I started 10 on 10 but ended 2 on 2 after 7 hours. The other team there took another 3 hours. Yeah, I saw that too. I watched one of those battles as well. Um, it just got to, like, it gets to a breaking point where if you're not actively repairing, if you're leaving it to the bots, and eventually enough bots die, and you don't hit, yeah, your mines run out. Like, there's lots of little things. But yeah, it just takes hours. It takes hours upon hours. Um, I need another train to come here. Wait for this one to leave. You gonna customize it, buddy? Yeah. Go for it. Have fun. Oh. Uh, the last night game, Comfy team was better position. Both teams did a great job. Biggest surprise for me was how well Comfy team. Yes. And I believe Comfy didn't have like a Discord or anything either. Like they were just winging it, which was a huge surprise for me that they could do that well by just winging it. Um, I definitely expected Will to, I wouldn't say annihilate them, but I thought Will would have done better than what he did. That's no discredit to Will, like he played amazingly, obviously, but yeah, Comfy was just definitely the victors on the day just because of how they played. I don't think anyone expected them to last as long as they did, or even get close to what could be classed as a win. They played very, very strong. Ah, okay. I didn't. I thought they weren't in any sort of voice comms. I thought they were just in text chat. It would make it a little bit easier for them. I need a balancer. Although I'll put a balancer at this, I don't need a balancer. Okay. What? Oh, half of it. Prioritize out, prioritize out. Okay, half of the bottom line, half of the top line. Okay, that's cool. Third line, fourth line. Okay, that's okay. It works. I probably should have another balancer here, and not in there. Fit it? No. Let's leave it as this. It ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, I noticed that he didn't care about the initial attacks. He was just purely able to fight those off pretty easily. It definitely wasn't a challenge there. All in all, it was an amazing battle to watch. Even if I missed it live, part of it, just watching it back on the VOD was pretty cool. I just remembered why I changed that in the first place, because of my gates. See, getting confused. But yeah, I left this base running while I was asleep for a couple of days, as well as while I was at the cottage on the lake, getting myself an incredible burn. Basically, just run some modules, which it ended up being a downfall because my base actually shut down because of power. But I got a car here, and a car here, full of modules. And then here I've got another, what's it, 2,500, or nearly 2,500 prod 1s. But the box here's got 2,000 prod 3s. Which is weird because on the bottom right on the logistics storage, it doesn't actually show prod 3s anywhere, even though I'm literally looking at a box of 2,000 of them. I see speed 3s, prod 1s. Yeah, speed 3s. I got another 2,000 there, which is 5.2 thousand total speed 3s in the system, not including what's in the vehicles. Yeah, I've got a few modules. Don't know what you use for your builds, Veldeck. I use the bot-based modular designs here. I've switched them over about 3 times each. I've got now 2 speed and 3 prod builds. As long as you can supply it with your modules, which I'm making sorry, with your chips, I'm making blue chips mostly. Plus also I'm completely full up. I've got these set to only work if there's less than 5,000. There's 5.2 thousand at the moment. But yeah, there's a lot of modules. These are set to work if there's less than 250 in the network. Interesting. Yeah, just gonna crank it a little bit. Let's crank these up a little. Turn these things back on. Let's start at the base of working. I don't know why they were set so low. There we go. D3s. Yeah, they'll crank away quite a bit. That green chips. Okay. 6. Oh, yeah, there's some more speeds. Yeah, the thing is with Mojo's Make Everything is it will make it, but it's slow. It is incredibly slow. Oh no, mode. Have you gone from one extreme to the other? Um, but yeah. Mojo's Make Everything, it will build it, but it takes time, a long time. Um, this is Dark Dragon's mall style. Again, it's not super fast. There's a lot of red and yellow belt in here, but it works. You set everything by this control panel here, but he hasn't got everything in it. But he's got a lot of things. It's all categorized as logistics, that's oil-based products, transportation, military, nuclear, more military, logistics, and I don't know what you call that. It's got miners in it. It's got, I guess, smelting style, but it's also got normal steam furnaces. So, a bit of everything in that one. But it works well. Although I built it vertically, it's supposed to be built Uh, I built it vertically when my bus is horizontal, and it should be in line with your bus. So horizontal bus, horizontal mall, which would mean that all these belts would be more spread out and well, wouldn't look like this. Right, while we're talking, what else should I do? Let's have a quick look at the blabs. Blabs are always fun to look at. We're seeing yellow. Can I send my train off again? Oh, 1,500 yellow in there. I'll leave it for a bit. Um, Zero resources for supply for science and make everything. Yeah, so eventually this base won't need more smelting. I will have more than enough smelters set up. Right now I've only got one array for copper. This is the copper array. One array for iron, same size. And I've got two down here for steel, which are wrong, which I have to fix. Which is, for some reason, this is broken. Because I have an ore train in, and I've got a train to go out. You don't have anywhere to go. That would be why. Okay, who needs steel? I've got two of those. But they're wrong, and I had to move them. So I have at least two. I'm going to double what you see, though. Um, one iron patch is 2.2 million. The most I saw, but that's the biggest you've seen. Iron 2.2, 85 million, 56, 34, 60, and half a patch is 42, and another good size one, 69, 85 million. Yeah, that's the biggest one, 85 million. This is default RailWorld settings. So with all bases are similar style and aspect, but further away from your spawn you go, the bigger your resource patches will be. So ideally this will be bigger than what this one is, which it is, so 85 to 56, then this should be smaller again, it's 34. The next iron is pretty much dead now, but it's 1.2. So yeah, further away from spawn, the bigger the iron patches. So ideally from your spawn point, which mine is there, from your spawn point, you should only go out in one general direction. So only ever go one direction way out, and you'll find ginormous patches. I have done some exploring because I'm on some sort of weird shaped island thing. So all my resources are pretty messed up. So that's why the exploration's gone in all the different directions. Because I'm looking at choke points to knock off the biters like this. Also, Con, I don't know if you're still hanging around and floating about. I believe your body is still out here somewhere, which you should go and collect at some stage. It's right beside that 58 million coal patch. Right, what's next? We know yellow is the bottleneck for science. Did I put a storage chest up here? I don't think I did now. Military. How's military doing? Military is still lacking wool. Seriously? No, coal. Wait, what? Oh, grenades. Grenades is lacking coal. Okay. Let's watch what happens here for a second. Even 85 million is still a small patch of a resource. The most I've ever seen was it worked out I think it's billions, then it's trillions. I think it was something like 62 trillion ore in it. But that wasn't default settings, that was the settings cranked up. Okay, so coal leaving. Train is on inbound, but it's taking too long. Let's go into you, copy you, find a rail line. That's what we'll do. There's no trains coming down my track, and it's not. Five, four, three, two, one, go. Yeah. All patches get big, but yeah, someone had cranked the settings up really, really high, so that it sort of cheated their way somewhat to a giant ore patch. I'm really tempted to move the station over to the left a little bit just to run in line with these ones so it's a straight line down, but that's just being pedantic. Um, so military science I've got over here. Still lacking wall, still lacking grenades. Has grenades, surprisingly. 15,000 in the inventory. Wall still lacking. Wall still loading. Wall. Where was I building the wall at? I have no idea. Ammo, landfill. The wall was in the middle here somewhere. Sure of it. Where was it? Oh, there it is. Right beside oil. There we go. I'll build another train for wall. You don't need too much trees. You only need a few trees for power poles and a few for some wooden boxes at the beginning, but that's about it. If you want some wood, I can give you some wood. Actually, I think I burnt most of my wood. I've got an entire chest of wooden boxes, and then over here somewhere. Oh, I don't have wood now. Oh, okay. I did have like 6 stacks of wood, but yeah, you don't need that much. Just rock through your research, get some iron poles, get the medium power poles, and you're good to go. Right, stone wall. Stone wall, please. Why are you so slow? That's alright. Oh, no. That one. Oops. Where's the station? There it is. He's gonna make a stone. He's gonna make a stone. He's gonna make a stone. Make a stone. Make a stone. And he's going to sing at stone 2. Loading. I just need more stone. Upper static. Alright, let's build some more, another stone outpost. Where's some more stone? Iron. Way down here. And here's a good size. Got a lot of room to build my giant station though. I'm gonna take a screen capture of this one, I guess. Have I got any more stone around? Definitely not in the north. I've got that one. That'll do. Not too far away. Actually, really close to the stone build itself. I had coal trains stacked up here. Interesting. I find a lot of the time on my base I'll be running around or I'll be in a car. Uh, Normally I don't travel around in trains too often. I like to run around so that way if I have queued up a particular area to deconstruct or the likes, then while I'm running past, my bots will take care of it for me. Thanks. Well, that if I have the bots on, that helps. Right, where was I headed to? Way over here somewhere. I should have taken a car on this one. This is quite a hike. That's alright. Ah, that's right. Steel train. Steel, steel, steel. We're running some steel. Definitely not grenades. Not gonna make that mistake again. Nope. 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 What is using steel right now? Guess yeah, this build is. Make it the mole. Mole. The mole. Dome. Electric furnaces. Rail. Robots. Oh, and oh yeah. So wait, how? And that one. Which is low density. Just like in copper. My copper ran out at some point in time. So that iron train, steel train. Let's just go back here and sit here. Do you have a home? Yes, base steel. Okay. Check out the rest of these trains. Make sure that the rest of them aren't stuck on weird loops. Base steel, no station, no station, no station. Good. Got distracted. I forgot to check on those. If you run across the track. I'm going to sort out the stone, get stone running into the brick smelters, and hopefully that will increase the throughput of all the military sites. Where am I at? Huh, I ran right past it. Back we go. What a trash. Was...